Okay, welcome back. Welcome to video 4. Now in this video I'm going to be talking about how to add friends, the different ways that we can go about adding friends, and how to keep in regular contact with those friends. Now I've already mentioned on a previous video that by doing a search for friends we can really pinpoint exactly our target audience, our target market, based on a few criteria. And obviously one of those criteria is books. But maybe you're not a big reader yourself, maybe you're not sure which kind of books or the titles of books are going to be listed on potential prospects' profiles. So if that is the case, don't worry, just go to Amazon.com, go up to the book section, and just think about the kind of books. You may not know exact titles of books, but think about the kind of books that your potential prospects might be reading. So think about books on leadership, books on business, obviously, depending on exactly what kind of business you're in. Maybe using the example again of maybe you're in a travel multi-level marketing company, so do a search for certain book titles relating to travel, because Amazon, lays out all the different categories for you. Maybe you're in a multi-level marketing health and wellness company, so take that as an example, we could find click on the health, mind and body category, and again it'll give us some finer searches. So we could click on exercise and fitness, and that's going to bring up all the books relating in that category. So it's just a case of copying some of these titles, pasting it into our search, and searching that way. Okay, so that's a nice and easy way of finding book titles. Now another way of adding friends is to think about the kind of the kind of leaders that your target market might want to associate with, or they might be connected with in some way. So think of the kind of gurus, if you wish, if you want to use that term, of certain industries. So think about, again, it really depends on the target market that you're exactly targeting, but just think about the kind of famous people related to that area, related to that kind of target market. So I mean, to give you an example, we could search for Robert Kiyosaki, written the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, which most kind of home-based business owners know of, and most people interested in business know of, because obviously in that book he does talk about the real benefits of being in business for yourself. So we could do a search for Robert Kiyosaki, just obviously taking him as an example. You've got to really think about who your target market are going to be associated with, and we can bring up Robert Kiyosaki's profile, because a lot of most kind of leaders in whichever industry they are will have a Myspace profile. So we would just click on the profile, and we would simply find their friends list. And most of these kind of profiles will have friends of kind of beyond 2,000 people, generally. Yeah, I mean, Robert Kiyosaki's profile here is 2,256. So what we can do, we can just go through and add all these friends to our friends list. Okay. Now, obviously you can go through each individual profile and add each profile to your friends list manually, and some people prefer doing that because you're able to see who exactly that you're adding to your friends list. But you've got to remember, we're using Myspace for marketing purposes, so the greater the amount of exposure that we can get in the quickest amount of time, the better. So there's some very, very effective software, which is friend adder software, which is very inexpensive, and it will add up to 500 friends per day for you on near autopilot. It's not 100% autopilot because there is still some manual input, but it's going to save you, it's going to basically reduce your workload down by 90%, which is really the benefit of using the internet, because we're able to leverage technology. So I put a link to this software below this video, because this is really it's really going to be highly effective for you, because like I say, adding 500 friends per day, you can really build up a friends list incredibly quick, and that's going to just really create an endless stream of leads and prospects for you. And this software, it's very easy to use. You can target the same kind of profiles based on the searches here, and the friend adder software will just do that for you. So for example, going back to Robert Kiyosaki's profile, just as an example, what we could do, we can go to this profile with the software, and we can actually tell the software to add all of this profile's friends to our friends list, and that will do that on autopilot. Okay, so just imagine the amount of time and energy that's going to save you. Now, the software, like I say, can add up to 500 friends per day, but it is recommended that you try and add less than that. Try and aim for around 100 a day, only because Myspace can deactivate some accounts if you're adding over 100 friends per day. So keep it around 100, maybe even between 50 and 100 per day. But even if you're adding 50 friends a day, 50 friends a day on near autopilot, that's really going to give you some leverage. So make sure you get hold of this. So I'll put a link below the video to this site for you, this software. Now, the other area that I'm going to be covering in this video is keeping in regular contact with your friends list, because it's all well and good continually adding friends, but you need to give people every opportunity to keep coming back to your profile. Okay, so obviously you can go around to each individual profile and just post a small comments, hi, how's it going, how's business, how's life, that kind of thing. But once you start building up quite a substantial number of friends, that's going to be quite time consuming for you. So the best way of adding keeping your profile in the eyes of your friends list is to just post regular bulletins. Now, I recommend that you try and post a bulletin per day, maybe even 2 or 3 per day if you can manage it, but at the very least be posting 2 or 3 bulletins per week, because that way it's just going to keep your profile in view of all your friends list. Now, don't worry too much about what to put in your profile, in your bulletins, because it's not always going to be easy to write original content. If something's just happened to you, or you've just learned something new, then obviously you can post that in a bulletin. Say, here you go guys, I've just learned a new technique regarding internet marketing, or I've come across this information. Okay, so you can just put that in a bulletin. But another great thing to do is just to add let me bring it up, is to add YouTube videos, and simply find a YouTube video that's offered you some value, that you feel that can offer value to your friends list, because that's really what you need to be doing, just continually offering people value, whether it's through sharing your experiences, or whether it's through sharing YouTube videos or another form of information such as an article. So you could find a YouTube video on, I don't know, internet marketing maybe. If it's going to load up. So we could find a video and simply post that. Let's see what we've got here. So we could choose, this one's got 4 stars, $3.5 million with Google AdSense, so we could click on that. Obviously watch it, make sure it is offering people value. So Bill McIntosh, we could again go over to the embed code on the right hand side, copy that, click on post bulletin, and we could simply post that. Obviously it's probably a good thing to put a little note saying, here guys, enjoy the video, and then we would just post that as a bulletin. And posting videos is an effective way. I get plenty of comments from people saying, yeah, cheers Brad, thanks for the video, learnt a lot from that, or just thanking me for the information. So that's just a very, very easy way to just add regular content and add regular content in front of your friends list, so that they continually go back to your profile, because that's all what it's about, is continually adding new friends and getting as much exposure to your friends list as possible, so that as many people are continually going back to your profile as possible. So you just want to give them as many opportunities to do that. And posting bulletins, try and post at least 1 bulletin a day, but at the very least 2 or 3 a week. Okay, and that way you can keep in contact with your whole friends list in no time at all. So there you go. Just continually add friends. Just be consistent. Definitely get hold of this software. That's going to really leverage your time and your energy, and just be consistent. Add new friends, keep in contact with your friends list, get your profile really kind of tailored so you're really happy with it, and then just start sharing value with the world. So so there you go. That's the end of the Myspace training. I look forward to see you on the next day of training. So take care now. Bye bye.